and welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment as the Jacksonville Jaguars make a couple of moves hiring Doug Marrone, their interim head coach, as their permanent head coach, and hiring Tom Coughlin to be the executive vice president of football operations. Let's start with Tom Coughlin, because I think there's a move that we can all agree was a good move for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, there is something that concerns me, and I've already seen some of this. I think Tom Coughlin will have a hard time not meddling into the head coaching job. Okay, this guy will be in the wide receivers room. He'll be in the quarterback room. He'll be in the locker room. He's going to be the head coach number 2 for this football team. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. There are not too many vice presidents of football operations in the NFL right now to have as a reference. But from what I've seen, this is a little odd. And I think it's going to be like, for a lot of these players, okay, who's our head coach here? Because Tom Coughlin, he's telling me how to run routes. He's telling me, okay, don't make this throw, do this, do that. Who's my head coach here? He might undermine Doug Marrone a little bit. I think that's actually the more concerning thing here for the Jaguars long term. Can Tom Coughlin not meddle? I think he will do a very good job of this. He will make this organization more disciplined. Okay, they'll be strong, they'll be disciplined, they'll be tough. Everyone will show up on time, everyone will do their job, and you're going to see that have a trickle-down effect in this organization. But again, I have concerns if Tom Coughlin will just be able to stay out a little bit, because, I mean, you're talking about in the front office, like a vice president of football operations. I mean, you really don't see these guys much. I mean, they're there making roster decisions, perhaps on the practice field, that's fine, but I think he's going to have a hard time saying, okay, look at this offensive lineman, and then walking onto the practice field saying, dude, don't do this, do this, do this, and then Doug Marrone on the sideline like, oh man, am I the head coach? So that's going to be interesting to watch moving forward. Now, as it pertains to Doug Marrone, now the permanent head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of Jaguar fans aren't happy about this right now, and I understand. Okay, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Last year we hired Mike Mularkey. But man, Mike Mularkey did pretty well. Okay, and it's one of those things where, yes, he doesn't have a great head coaching record, but first of all, it ain't bad. Okay, he went 6-10 his first year in Buffalo, and I want to say 2013, and then in 2014 he went 9-7. That ain't bad, okay? So he made a 3-win improvement, and then he left the team. Now, some people felt he just betrayed the team, and, you know, there's something to that, definitely. But to me, you can't really say, okay, this guy shouldn't have left the team. You know, you don't know what's going on with his family and what he was thinking inside of his head and whatnot. So I'm not going to blame him too much for that. Now, when you look at what will you do with this football team? First of all, he did a great job against the Tennessee Titans week 16, okay? That Jaguars team looked the best they've looked in the past 3 years. 4 years, probably. I mean, they blew us out 38-17. Jalen Ramsey made me cry. Marcus Mariota broke his leg. It was a horrible day for me, but it was a great day for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The next week, okay, against the Indianapolis Colts, the Jaguars were up early, so yet again, they're playing well, but they blew the lead late. So we saw with the Jaguars under his tutelage, they did pretty well overall. He's a guy that, you know, has an offensive background, and he helped this offensive line, I would say. I mean, this offensive line last year was a disaster, and they really improved heading into this season. Okay, so I like that. And I don't know, when I'm hearing him talk, he seems decent, man. The guy seems like he knows what he's talking about. The players seem to play well for him. The one thing that concerns me is, why does he love Blake Bortles? Why does anyone in this organization love Blake Bortles? I mean, this guy sucks, dude. I mean, you're talking about a guy that in every single year of his career, now 3 years, throwing for 17 interceptions or more. Last year, 2016, I'm talking about the 2016 season, being possibly his worst season since his rookie year, being worse than his 2015 season, with better offensive line protection. I don't understand Blake Bortles. I think they need to move on from Blake Bortles, but hopefully after 1 year he realizes that, Tom Coughlin realizes that, David Caldwell realizes that, and they do move on. But I think this move by the Jaguars, it ain't bad. And I understand, you look at a Kyle Shanahan, you look at a Josh McDaniels, you look at a Matt Patricia, and you say, that guy, I want that guy. But I know it's not a risky move, but I think it's actually going to turn out to be a good move for this organization. Doug Marrone is a guy that, again, had a 9-7 season with the Buffalo Bills, their best season in like 15 years or more than that, tied for it at least. And I saw some impressive things in Buffalo, I think with a better team overall. And this team, to me, is more talented than that Buffalo team was, although it's close. I do think that this Jaguars team will improve next year, will improve in the future. And I think Jaguars fans, you should feel more optimistic about this franchise than pessimistic. But the thing that really concerns me the most out of this whole dynamic is Tom Coughlin. Will he not meddle? I know the vice president should be involved. Okay, I'm not doubting that, but I think he's just not going to be able to stop himself. I think he's going to undermine Doug Marrone a little bit, and I think this could be a toxic relationship at the end of the day. But the Jaguars will improve. You will see the Jaguars improve. Now, I'm not sure how much, okay? They may only improve by 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. I don't know. But I look at the Mike Mularkey hire. I look at the Jack Del Rio hire from a couple years ago. You guys know Jack Del Rio. That guy wasn't a great head coach. He's doing well in Oakland. Okay, I look at these hires and I say, maybe with these retreads, they don't do very well in their first years with their first, team or whatever, but they learn, they sit for a while, they're the offensive coordinator or offensive line coach for a little bit, they learn from their mistakes, they come back and they're better. So this Jaguars team, to me, they're fine right now. I think Doug Marrone will do a good job at the end of the day, although he still might end up fired because everyone ends up fired. Okay, unless your name is Bill Belichick or Mike Tomlin, everyone ends up fired. But I think you'll see this Jaguars team improve in the upcoming months. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Doug Marrone and Tom Coughlin hires for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.